everybody once again. Sorry, apologies on behalf of, well, the standard EA Codemasters for the glitches we have just experienced. So, we are here, we've got the grid set. The drivers will be getting ready with their setups for the dry Tier 2 race. Let's hope, fingers crossed, we pray, that we have no more glitches once more and we can go racing. And let's hope Tier 1 is glitch as well. So there will be, well, there is a new Steam, Mr. Sebi.
Yeah, hold on, I'm on that now.
And as I said, waiting for players just to set up their settings and whatnot. A few people left in the session. Scratch has left the session. Hopefully he can get back in shortly. Seems we're waiting on a few players, but hopefully the timer is now counting down. And we saw a bit of carnage at the start where a safety car decided to get the green light before the drivers. So,
Safety car came out before anyone moved.
yeah, strange one. I didn't actually see that on my screen. I missed that and I didn't have it, and then everyone else did. It was a strange one. And I had the glitch at the lights, but we are going to go straight into the race now, folks. We're going to have the 5 lights, and we're on 4, we're on 5, and we're going to go straight underway. Slight glitch, but there we go racing. Better start for Umax this time, but I tell you what, Anton got a cracker. Calvin's got an absolute storming start, already up into second behind Tom Brown. There's 3, 4 cars astern going into turn 1. Who's going to be later to the late breakers? That's Alex. I'm going to go further down. He's lost out. Single track up to 4th, Tom Brown. Nice clear run into turn 1. Got that hooked up. Absolutely lovely. But look at this. Anton pushing Calvin round turn 3. Going round the outside into turn 4. A little bit glitchy, but he's okay. Going on the outside. Those soft tyres. What a move. And Calvin's caught. That's allowed single track to get through up into 3rd as well. There's battles further down. Scotch Christmas finally back in. Thank goodness for that. Unfortunately, now down to the back of the grid. There's drivers fighting further back. Calvin had a great start up to 2nd, now back down to 4th. Unfortunately, that turn 4 really struggled round there.
Can I just say, wow to everyone that they've all made it round in one piece.
They did, didn't they? They did. Look at that. That's Alex having a go at the current championship leader, and now he's got Womax. Oh, there's a late break. What happened there? That was a strange one from Calvin. Got really out of shape. Kind of caught the Aston Martin and a few drivers. Well, really caught them, but did very well to avoid there. Alex was having a little bit of a look, and then Calvin got all sorts of wriggle on. Got that Ferrari, the prancing horse, shaking and bucking. But now away we go. He's right under the rear wing of Womax, of course. Championship battles here, championship fight, and we've got Fanning down in 10th now, made it up ahead of his teammate. And he's going to be chasing down Stube, who we know is a very solid defender himself. But Fanning, one of the cleanest drivers, I'd have to say, on the grid.
Yeah, definitely. That's a battle to watch, because if you want clean driving, you know those two aren't going to go into each other.
Yeah, exactly. So. Confetti's making his way through as well on car. Let's have a quick look, while we can, at the tyres. Yep, so Anton, same as the before, actually. Everyone's got the same tyres. I tell you who's had an absolutely monster start on the hard tyres is the monster himself. And he is now up into 13th. He's got a really rocket of a start. And those hard tyres on the back of Ryan as well. Fanning, as he's still in 10th. Genie has got past Ryan and seems to be struggling in these early stages with the heavy fuel on board. He may find himself a little bit at risk when the DRS comes active at the end of this lap.
Yeah, I'll tell you something though, watching the first few laps, there's not many position changes. No one's gained, other than Monster, a drastic amount.
Yeah, it seems to be 1 up, 1 down kind of thing. Let's have a quick look at those position changes now. Single Track and Alex both had great opening laps. They are up to 3rd and 4th respectively, so that was great from them. Calvin's probably one of the, well, isn't it, if apart from Scratch, who had that connection. Rotterdam dropped 3, and so has Calvin, who we're riding with now, of course. Championship battle. Championship in contention here.
Yeah, as things would stand, he'd currently be champion, but obviously there's still 30 laps to go yet, so way too early to say that, and the Connor curse does exist, so I'm going to be quiet on that front.
Yeah, well, we see it go down to sunny Miami Beach, or is it going to be done here under the sunny skies in the Mediterranean in Europe in Spain. Uncle Sam further down making the move on Rotterdam.
He's had a good little start as Uncle Sam, considering he got DSG from quali, so taking his way through slowly.
Yeah, and that's the thing, we know he's got the pace as well. He is a very, very quick driver. But I tell you what, but the front, Tom is not getting away, only half second from Anton, trying to use those soft tyres, and then single track just under a second now. That is a second behind, so hopefully he will close that to get the DRS, which we're going to see from Anton, and we're going to ride on board. Is that rear wing open? It certainly does. Is he going to be close enough? I tell you what, Tom gets a good drive off the last corner though.
Yeah, he really does. I just thought that myself. But those softs are only going to last so long for Ant, so if he's going to get it done, he needs to get it done quick. Very quick.
Certainly does. He uses the curve through turn 2. He has closed a little bit, but Tom does like a slippery car, doesn't he? He likes to run quite low downforce, Tom, and that kind of showed in that early part of the lap. There's a yellow flag in sector 1. Yeah. Let's bring up the track map and see who it is that's gone round. I think it's Ryan. He's had a collision with Loppy somewhere.
Yeah, I think it looked very much like it wasn't really anyone's fault. It just sort of, coming together, but I think they're both okay.
Yeah, Ryan doesn't look like he's got any damage. Let's have a quick look on the Williams of Floppy Loppy. That looks okay as well. So continue as we were with the racing, but find out without his rear gunner helping him.
He's made a good start though, Fanning. He's sort of put himself into contention. He's still there in this train. As long as he doesn't let Calvin get too far clear, he's still well in this.
Yep, Calvin just outside of the DRS. Can he get the last 2 corners? But is single track going to be in? He's closed a little bit more this lap. Anton's dropped to a second back, but he will be within the DRS of... no, he's not. He's not in the DRS. But yeah, he's closing, maybe using a lot of his ERS reserves there. But single tracks, I think single track's going to... he's going to be fancy in this.
He is. Ant's just had another twitch on turn 2. I'm wondering if those softs are already going.
That's the thing. Overheating here. Overheating. Monster's in the pit already. Don't know if he's suffered damage somewhere. Single track pops the fastest purple first sector in as well. Now, look, this Harry and Anton in the first sector. Anton is really quick, isn't he?
He is. He's really pushing Tom in that first sector, but then he seems to really struggle for traction out of the final hairpin. Not hairpin, chicane. Sorry.
Yeah, you're right. Alright, and you're right. That's the thing, getting the tyre pressures low enough, and the first 3 now romping away single track with 2.2 second lead over his teammate. Who's got plenty of room over Womack. He's not really challenged too much at this stage with Calvin as well, but he's got Called Me Maybe just about a second back, who's under pressure from 5 Rooster. Stu, Fanning and Genie Dumas Hornet has dropped away 4 seconds back with Confetti right behind him, and Martin didn't have the best last sector there, you'd have to say.
He didn't. It looked a bit like he was twitchy on some of the corners. I don't know if he's struggling a bit on those mediums at the minute, but maybe, just maybe, they'll come into their own very soon.
Exactly, but look at this Anton now 2-3 tenths back. Again, it's that first, he seems to hold that first corner, and the pace he seems to have carried the speed through. Apparently Barnstop Red Car Rambo quote of the week is, I don't need to practice.
Oh well, come on Ryan.
I know. Oh, who's that that's gone on? Dumas Hornet's gone round, exit at turn 2.
Oh, he'll be so disappointed. He had such a good quali as well.
He did. Right, and then that's released Confetti. He was right on the back of him, and now at 5 seconds he's got to get to the back of the stacked group from 7th further back. Anton, here we go, it's quite close. Let's have a look. We're going to ride on board through the last sector, and is he going to be able to put Tom under pressure? Slightly different lines, nothing really difficult through there, nothing wrong with that. There's a yellow flag in sector 2, and that's Ryan's gone round again. McLaren man, Tom takes a lot different line when it's almost a little bit deep, but did gain a touch of time. Now, how has he had that traction out there from Tom? Already gained about a 10th coming out of that last corner and that last chicane. Now, is he going to be close enough? Are we going to see a move for the lead? Tom goes a little bit defensive moves. Is he going to be close enough? Is he going to be close enough? He's going to have a look around the potentially outside, backs off, thinks better of it. Takes the sausage curves for good measure, just to help slow him down. But all in all, there he is, just silently stalking his prey.
Yeah. He is waiting to pounce to pick up any scraps that these two could potentially leave.
Yeah. They're sweating the top two now, and single track just be kind of... Is he going to be pushing? Is he going to be just sitting there waiting and waiting and seeing how this unfolds?
I wouldn't if I was him, because the more those two battle, they're going to lose so much time, and there's always a chance of contact, isn't there? So if you can just sit there, pick up the scraps, or take an advantage of a mistake, then... Oh, Ant did have a look though, didn't he?
He did. I mean, they've got still that 2-second gap. Everyone seems to be lapping roughly the same pace. I mean, Confetti, that gap was 5.3 seconds, now 4 seconds. The Pinata Confetti is absolutely flying at this stage to get on the back of what you would have to say is a bit of a DRS straight behind Call Me Maybe.
There's a sensational scrap going on from Call Me Bray all the way down to Genie at the minute, so...
Yeah, Alex has had a stonking lap there. We said 2.1 still at the start of the lap, now down to 1.8. He lost. I think he's running a lot more downforce because that gap's just really grown down the start-finish straight. And that's where he could just be losing that time, and then that middle sector and the last sector seems to close up again.
Yeah, I
Let's have a
agree.
look. Yeah, so fine now up to 9th. He's got past the Fire Cocker, and now he'll have Stoob in his sights once again. But I'll tell you what, look at this Fire Rooster. And Genie into turn 4 on the inside line from Genie. What a great move, lined that up perfectly outside of 3. And then got the move done very clean from Jacob as well, you have to say.
Yeah, that's a brave place, because it's so easy to just outbrake yourself slightly and shoot into the gravel, but that's a great move from Genie.
Yeah, it is, yeah, and it's been so fast, obviously flat out through turn 3 to get the run on somebody and then outbrake them and alongside into turn 4 is really good driving. Stu's just dropping off the back of Maybe at the moment, so... Sorry, go on.
Yeah. Turn 3 is also very bumpy, so it's so easy to lose your rear.
Yes.
If you hit the wrong line. So.
Yeah, it is. Very true. Very
I think that's Scratch, who's had a moment. It is Scratch. He's had a moment on the exit of 8, so... great for him.
So unlucky. Hang on, is Womax pitted? What's happened to Womax? He has. Womax has pitted early. He's on the medium tyres. So is he just thinking maybe there's a graining phase going on? But look at this. We've got Stoob, we've got Fanning further back, but that's Rob coming under and he's got him into turn 1.
Wow.
Both with DRS. That's a slippery car. Now, Rob, we're just looking back now. We're going to ride on board and run back from the Alpha of Stoob. And Rob is not close enough this time around to do anything. But Stoob takes the wider line. Carries the speed though.
Give you a better exit though. Out of that corner, so.
Oh, but he goes deep and Rob's on the inside. Rob's on the inside. Does he get the traction? Stoob gets traction as well. No way through 8 though. Or 7 even. 7 and 8.
Oh,
and who's that that's gone round?
For Alex.
It was Alex. It was Alex. I just saw a load of Alex. Yeah, he's gone round.
Yep, he had a moment in 8. Oh wow.
Yeah, down outside the points. Confetti, tell you what, he is really... Those hard tyres for Confetti as well, don't forget.
I'm wondering if these mediums are really starting to struggle, because he is absolutely flying, Confetti is.
Yes, we've said he's a quick driver, though. He's potential top of the... almost top of the bill for Tier 2 in terms of pace, potentially Tier 1 pace. The battle out front, I'll tell you what the battle out front is. And Todd's gone round in turn 1!
Oh,
we jumped on board and he looked like he was looking on the inside and he's beached. He has, well, we do allow that. We said when you are beached, we will kind of allow that. We'll let that one slide. But he won for a go at the lead and has lost it. Oh, he's going to be absolutely kicking himself with that.
Yeah, he is. That is such a shame. I don't know if those softs got to the point where they're like 9 laps on softs around this track is quite a lot, but Stu's now having a look at him and he's under pressure.
He is. Because Genie, his teammate, has gone through.
Oh,
and now,
Fanning!
Oh, what's happening? He's now got Fire Rooster on the next to him, and now he's having a look as well as Stu. What's this going to be like into turn 7? Careful, there's a bit of curve taken, and that's unsettled Fanning. Whereas now that allows Fire Rooster, there's another wheel banging through. No, I can't cope.
Confetti's there
Confetti's
as well.
there.
He's come from nowhere.
And he's going to have a look up the inside. There's 3 abreast, and he's going to make the move. It's Confetti. Slightly pushes Fanning. Fanning manages to hold it. His favourites are going to take it, and there's contact again.
Oh, Jacob
goes over the grass.
Oh wow! Why did Tier 2 have to start like this?
Welcome to my week every week.
This was you in Tier 1 last season.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Wow. But Calvin, look at Calvin now. P3.
Yeah, it is. Now, how is he going to have the pace? Unfortunately, his teammate's gone to the pits again. A second stop. It's not going well for the second Ferrari. Lapped already on lap 11. But Calvin's lost a...
out of that without
yeah,
damage.
We'll keep an eye on this Calvin gap. Now, let's have a look at the tyres. So, Anton, we notice on the softs, they probably will start going off a little bit now. And who's that that's spun? That's Carl spun out the last corner.
Yeah.
And that's brought out the safety car. We've got a full safety car.
Why?
What happened with Carl? Did he lose a wing? He's lost his wing. That'll be why. So now we've got... So that gap that the top 2 had over Calvin has now completely disappeared. And this, I would have to say, is game on. Are we going to see Anton dive into the pit and change those?
It wouldn't surprise me if we saw everyone.
Anton, which there should go 22 laps, 20 laps probably when we start racing.
Yeah, I think we could see everyone come in here because it's hard tyres, but it's worked out a treat for Ant, being as he managed to take them 10 laps, and it's put him on track with everybody else now. So,
yep, and there we go. The top 2 have dived into the pits. We'll nip back and see what's Calvin going to do. Is he going to go for track position? He doesn't. He dives into the pits as well. Call me maybe took a late decision. Genie's in, and his teammates are going to be stacking at Alpine. That's going to hurt him massively. Could drop a couple of places. Confetti naturally would stay out. He's on the hard tyres. You're right, everybody, every medium tyre runner is in the pits. And Confetti has just come out in the lead.
Yeah, but the issue is this safety car bunches up the field, so it's all the alternative runners are going to really suffer because the field's now bunched, and if they come in soon, they're not going to have the gap, and they're just going to plummet down the field, I should say.
Yeah, I tell you one thing, it's helped massively for Andrew, who has just passed the safety car, who was a lap down, made his second stop, and now it seems he's gone back on the hard tyres. I know he started on those, done a couple of laps on another set, and now we've gone back to them. Alex had just pitted after his spin, and he's now, so he's going to, that's helped him quite a bit. Womax has put the softs on.
Yeah, I was just about to say that is a strange decision, to say the least, because he's now secured himself another pit stop without a doubt. So.
Yeah, he has. Possibly, if he's anything like we saw with Anton, could potentially go soft if it's got enough.
Yeah. I mean, if he wants to go to the end, he's going to have to be riding on steroids. Basically.
So I tell you what, he hasn't pitted. Going for track position is the Stars and Stripes.
Yeah, that is. I mean, it makes sense. He's on the hard tyres. It just ruins your strategy if you come in under the first safety car already there, isn't it? So, because you're not going to take the mediums 20.
Yeah.
So, I think they didn't really have a lot of choice, but at the same time, it had like. This is the issue with starting on hard tyres. It really does cost you if there's an early-ish safety car.
Yeah, but which it has helped those, Confetti. He started at the back. It's helped him through, and he was falling anyway. As soon as he got clean air, we saw that gap close with the Fanning Stu Fire Rooster battle, which I'd imagine. I don't want to talk out of turn, and I'm not going to influence drivers in any way, shape. We may potentially see some of that in the stewards because, of course, the drivers need to get their angle. We had a really good, fantastic wide shot of it. For me, that was 3 into 1. It doesn't go, but there was no harm in it.
I don't think any driver really, like, for me, watching it, it looked like very fair racing, and they all tried their utmost to give space from what I saw there.
There was a bit of rubbing with Fanning, but I think that's just the nature. It's probably corner of the grip level as well.
And the track narrows as well, which doesn't help.
No, I agree. I think, but for all of us to come out of that unscathed, I think is kudos to them all. Yeah. We may have one more lap under the safety car. It must be going very slowly. Andrew's done really well. He's gone through turn 3 now. It may even come in at the end of this lap. We will wait and see. If it is, it will be a rather late call.
Yeah, it will be. This is going to be very interesting to see how this plays out now. Womack is going to need to make some serious progress and pray for another safety car if he wants to get anything from this race now, in my opinion.
Yeah, and
but I think the guys like Confetti and Uncle Sam as well, or Fireman Sam, is going to be praying for a safety car as well.
Yeah, I like that, Fireman Sam. I forgot I said that last week.
Oh, moment! Uncle Sam under the safety car, he spun.
Yeah, he has. We've just nipped that back and he's now in 9th. Fanning tried to be quick enough and pass him, just unfortunately couldn't do it.
That was a strange spin. He went on the exit of, I think it's turn 12. He just he clipped the inside curb. 5 seconds for Stu.
I wonder if there's a yellow flag when he'd spun.
Yeah,
and Stu naturally went past.
But now he's gone back past. This is strange.
Yeah, I think they're just toying with each other there. I think Stu trying to give intentions, but I think that might just get looked at afterwards, and pretty straightforward, you'd have to say. All the field now finally bunched back up. You'd have to say the safety car potentially come in this lap. If you're watching, give us a shout. Give us potentially your driver of the day votes. We don't have much helmet chat at the moment. We may get to that later on.
Yeah, we definitely could. And also send us your predictions for the winner as well. Who you think could win it from this position? That could be... It's always a good thing to know, because safety cars can change everything, as we know.
Yeah, exactly. And those poor members of the Bergen fan club, don't forget to like our video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share it on to your social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook. Get your friends, family to subscribe to MRC. Ring the bell, of course, and you will get notifications of when we go live. 5 races a week, 4 tiers, and of course the MRCX on a Friday night. Safety car in this lap.
It is. It's going to be some restart, but you were talking about the Bergen fan club. Now it's the BRD Calvin fan club, apparently.
I know. I think they're just... Did someone let the chimps at the TV, or the gorillas at the penguins watching? I don't know.
Yeah, or the polar bear. There's got to be something, because that's the only Calvin fan club I know of.
Exactly. So let's have a ride on board with Confetti. When is he going to go? When's he going to release that throttle and go? Now he goes when he gets the car straight, but Tom Brown's going with him. Caught single track napping a little bit. Tom Brown was there, but is he going to be close enough? We know that car's very slippery. We've had a little bit. Uncle Sam's going down the order.
Jacob. On the final corner, Jacob's gone into the wall.
Oh no!
But I think other than that, everything looks fairly clean.
Yeah, thank goodness for that. Unfortunate for Uncle Sam. Had that moment under safety car, and now he's gone round again. But yeah, top 3, 4 away now, nice and clean. Coleman Bay got left a little bit, just holding on, just over a second back. But Genie has got through. Who's that that's gone round? Is that Rotterdam? It could be anywhere, but he's not facing the right direction. He is now down to 17th, and that's the thing, isn't it? And now he's passed by his teammate. Ooh, yeah. Just steady.
He tried to go for a move on Rob, and it just didn't work out, sadly, for Rotterdam. But it was good to see him really pressing for the Tier 4 driver as well. Very competitive.
Oh, of course he is.
Yeah.
And that is what we like to see. So any Tier 4 drivers, Tier 3 drivers who are watching, if you want to challenge yourself without any pressure. Ooh, Confetti got a little bit screwed to the right-hander down the hill. But yeah, if you want to test yourself, reserve, click yes, you're ready to reserve, and you may get a seat, and we'll try and get you in with some of the drivers in the higher tiers. And I tell you what, Calvin, pressure in the back of Martin, but doesn't have that straight line speed.
Oh, Stu's round.
Oh no, everyone, they seem to be struggling to get the tyres up to temperature. Where is he? Oh, he's gone with Rotterdam. Rotterdam went as well.
Yeah, but I think Stu went on his own because he's quite a bit ahead, but Stu was right in the pit entry, so he went on the final chicane, yeah. So,
yeah. Rotterdam was the same as well.
Yeah. It is an easy place to go. If you clip that sausage curb on the inside or the outside, then you're pretty much a passenger from that point on.
Yeah, if you hit those, you're right, you can, and it could just send your car flying. It's very, very difficult to get the power down. There's a few gaps forming. We've got another yellow flag. We've got another safety car.
What is... I think that's for Rotterdam, potentially. No, it's for Scratch.
Scratch, there's a wing there. Oh, wow, there is a wing gone, and that's a wingless Williams.
No, it is still on. That is...
It's part of it. Is it all on, or is it just partly? I can't see.
I don't know. It's hard to see because it's only showing me a high angle, so...
I know, I mean, if there's racing going on, this high shot, this helicopter shot would be superb, but there was a wing strewn across the floor between 3 and turn 4.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out who it is, but it looks like everyone's got a wing, as far as I'm concerned, but...
Yeah. Andrews found himself back up to 15th, so he's capitalised well from the safety car restart. He'll be relieved and happy. Confetti now has decided to get rid of the hard tyres.
I think that's the best choice for him, and surely we're going to see Womack's in as well. Get rid of those softs. Yeah, he's in as well.
Yep, he is, and let's have a look, see what Uncle Sam was the only other driver not to pit during the safety car.
This should bring him
Carl's
back into
pitted
play as well. He is in.
Yeah, Uncle Sam has pitted, Scratch has pitted, so maybe he did have wing damage.
Maybe, I'll keep an eye on him just to see if he does get that wing change, but...
Yeah, we're going to ride on board while everyone forms up behind the safety car. Shouldn't really be out for too long this time. We don't have any lapped cars this time round. No wing.
No, that's... I'm almost questioning what that was for.
Oh, the AlphaTaurians have stacked as well this time.
Yeah.
There seems to be a penalty there, potentially for Rotterdam, with a 5-second penalty.
Yeah, I think he's sped in the pit lane.
Ah, missed that.
Yeah, but this is definitely playing out. Like, Calvin's loving this at the minute. But look at Fanning now. He's really, really made progress. He's up to P6. If Fanning could just keep it sort of within range, and you never know, Calvin could make a mistake. Obviously, that's not me wishing that he does, but if he does, then Fanning's there to capitalise.
Yes. Calvin's not normally one to make mistakes, you're right. But neither is Fanning, neither Single Track, neither is Tom Brown either. And Calvin, like you say, he doesn't necessarily have to win this race, he just needs to outscore Fanning.
Or hope that Fanning doesn't outscore him by 7. So...
Yeah. So he doesn't need to make the moves. We all know Calvin is a racer. He does like to stand on the top step, as does everyone, I think. Oh, tyres from someone. Let's have a quick look. There we are. So everybody has pitted now. Confetti's gone on the mediums, which you'd expect. Carl's gone on the softs, so he's now stuck to another pit stop, presuming maybe another safety car. Scratch has done 11 laps on those mediums, is now pitted.
He's in now.
Again.
So he came in, pitted, put his old mediums back on. Maybe now he's sped in the pit lane as well. Yeah. I think now he's probably going to put his hards back on potentially here.
Yeah. Monster 12 laps on those hard tyres, which he come in the pits early. Yeah, Scratch is putting the hards back on. Only done 5 laps, so makes sense to do that. You're not going to lose too many places where he was.
Yeah. Definitely, but Carl's choice to go on the softs is a bit of a strange one, although I think he did start on the mediums, so maybe he just wanted to avoid the hard tyres.
Potentially. Yeah. But again, have to take another pit stop. We've got 15 laps left of this race. And I have to say, he's going to have to pit again, you'd think, with taking those softs that long. I think the mediums would just about go that length.
Yeah, definitely. The man who's really lost out in all of this, though, is Ant LFC in 9th place. He's really dropped, hasn't he?
He has, yeah. He had that spin, didn't he?
The double stack as well, wasn't it? That didn't help, yeah.
Oh, yes, of course. It was. Oh, now it is. That's a late call. We thought it might do there. I was about to say the safety got in this lap. Bird said Carl's been on the hard and mediums already, and he's had damage. So that explains that. So, now, second safety car restart. Second driver to lead the pack away and to get us back racing once again. It's Tom Brown, the race leader, the pole sitting the race leader for most of the race, and now he's gone straight out, and that's a perfect restart. Oh, he's got the safety car glitch, he got the throttle glitch. That's now allowed Single Track all over the back to get the run on him, He's going to pull alongside Single Track, the Aston Martin and the Red Bull, side by side down the straight to straight up drag to the first corner. Single Track slightly ahead, who's going to be later to Prix on the back. There's contact!
Oh, that was big contact. That was, wow.
Yeah. But now let's allow Calvin to have a look at Tom.
Dunmist Hornets had a moment on the restart. He's gone round.
Oh, he has. On turn 3. Hopefully no damage for Single Track. Now down in 12th place. Hopefully he hasn't overheated those tyres as well and is able to carry on his way. He's now got Monster for company. But we're going to stick with this lead group.
Yeah. Seems to be though Tom was very unlucky with that safety car restart, but Wimax round as well, exit of 5.
Oh my days, there's rabbit all over the shop here, folks.
Yeah, they are going everywhere. Ryan seems to have dropped off the back of Alex a little bit here as well. But that gap out in front, you've got Calvin and Tom, 1 and 2.
This is Calvin's going to be absolutely loving his luck now. He was over 8 seconds off the lead 2 before the first safety car came out, and now look at him, he's now in second, challenging Tom. DRS will be available at the end of this lap, barring any other infringements. Fingers crossed there's nothing that will happen.
Yeah, I agree with you, but it's definitely going to be interesting to see how this plays out now, because obviously Fanning is still there, and we know how good Fanning is consistently, so it's definitely going to be a close one.
Yeah, Colin Brave dropped off the back of those two a little bit. Calvin's dropped off a touch, but now Bravey has got, or Colin maybe has now got Genie and Fanning all over the back. Genie, we know it's clean, Mr. Clean of MRC. And it is great to see him racing back with us once again, and it's great that he's in the commentary box. Going to be commentating next as well in Tier 1.
It is. It's great to have him back. I mean, the insight that man gives is just honestly mesmerising. That's why I call him MRC's David Attenborough.
I'm sure you could do that impression as well if you asked him.
I mean, yeah, he's a guy of many talents, let's put it that way. I think that's the best way to describe him.
Yep, so one of the talents currently is driving that Alpine to the best he possibly can and to pressure Omi maybe. And is it now time for DRS? It's going to be in this lap, but let's have a look on board with Rob. Is he going to be close enough in the slipstream? Not quite this time. There's a yellow flag in sector 3. That's Kareem Benzema, I think, has gone round once more. That last corner, the chicane, is really getting a few drivers out tonight.
It's quite surprising, really, because in these cars you'd expect it to almost not be a corner, but I think again there's another bump in the middle of it that catches a lot of people out. Yeah,
true. Yeah, you can just get it a little bit wrong and can really hurt you. Wilmox there fighting his way back. Needs to close it on the back. Dunmist Hornet as well on the back of Rotterdam 1.2. Stube there. Oh, Job's gone round!
That was a big old spin from Rob there.
And there's a Haas further back as well, has gone round. That's Confetti's gone round as well at the corner. Well, that was... I'm going to go with strange from Rob.
Yeah. That's very unlike Rob.
Yeah, and it's a strange place to go around. Single Track now up into 10th of pressuring Ryan. They've had quite a few ding-dongs in the past, these two. This is going to be one to watch, this fight. Ryan now just inside the DRS, but is he going to be close enough to get it coming out of the last corner? I'm not sure where the DRS detection point actually is. Doesn't have it, but looks like he's a little bit far back. Is Martin, but he's not. He's closing. Ryan moves a touch, but didn't really fight that. He saw Martin coming from a long way back, and now Martin fighting his way back now behind his teammate. Tom Brown putting the fastest laps in, trying to pull that gap from Calvin. Got the gap to 1.3 now. Conway Brave now dropped off 1.8 seconds further back. Fanning in the DRS. Really wants to harry that Haas, get past And call me, thank you, call me whatever you like, but let me through.
Call me something is what I'd like to call him. But I think if Fanning can get past him and start putting the pressure on Calvin, then that's when it could get interesting.
Yeah, exactly
but Calvin could really do with just closing in on Tom, not even overtaking him, just letting Tom pull him along in that DRS. That's what Calvin could do with right now.
Yeah, very, very true. And they're dropping Floppy Loppy, who's then got the Firecocker, Anton, Alex, and now the single track as well behind with Ryan and Monster and Stars and Stripes and Carl right on the heels. So that little train is forming and it's going to get tasty. But look at that, Firecocker's got Anton right up his
chuff.
Thanking you. Oh, look at that great teamwork. Look at that teamwork a little bit there from the Aston Martin. That was either teamwork or Alex got a little bit out of shape. We're not sure, but I'll tell you what, Fanny's had a go on to go with the brave miss. I saw the arrows pop up. That's a heck of a move. We must have had a fly in last sector. Did Fanny, he was 8/10 off.
Brilliant move into turn 1 on Alex as well.
Oh, wow, yeah, missed that one.
Incredible on the brakes. Incredible. That's a man with confidence in his car is Ryan right now. He's absolutely flying.
Yep, certainly is. Certainly is. Now then, 3.2 seconds, the gap between Fanning and Calvin on that one. In the meantime, let's go to this. Well, short of an absolute ding-dong genie in the pits, now down to 20th. It was going so well for Rob. Damage. Oh, look at this. This is Fire Rooster and single track. Is he going to try and have a look at the outside? He's not going to do it, but is he going to try this old switcheroo and you go on the outside into... I can't even say the corner names I give in with the corners.
you forget after a while, don't you?
I've completely lost him.
Ding dong just in front between Lorpy and Ant. Ant is literally looking in every direction of that Williams.
Yeah, but is he going to have the run? Lorpy's going to have... Lorpy's closed on Call Me the Brave, and Call Me the Brave's having a good race, you'd have to say. I'll tell you what, Lorpy, his DRS light, ERS light even, is absolutely flashing away, but that straight line speed, he is managing to keep ahead. Fire Rooster, is he going to be under pressure now? For Martin locks up a tiny touch, but he's got Ryan for company now as well.
Yeah, Ryan is there, he's sniffing, he's waiting around. We saw these two have a phenomenal scrap in Japan as well. So this is definitely going to be interesting. Did I miss Fanning getting past Call Me the Brave here as well?
Yeah, we missed that into turn 1. I kind of flicked on it at the last moment, unfortunately. Missed that one.
If I missed it.
But the gap has grown about a second. I don't know if Fang's made a mistake, but it was 3.3 and it's now 4.5 seconds nearly. The gap between second and third.
Yeah, you'd think those hard tires are starting to get a bit second-hand now, like 12 laps in, they're not going to be feeling amazing, are they? I think some of them are going through a graining phase.
Yeah, that is potential. You're right there. Maybe overheating, pushing so hard. Now, I'll tell you what, single track. He's not too bad on this last sector. He's going to be pressuring Jacob. See what can happen. Jacob got a little bit deep, but it's no harm done. How is he out of the final? Oh, he gets very, very twitchy, Jacob. This could be Martin's chance. He's right under his rear wing. He's still going to have DRS. Jacob goes defensive early doors. Martin pulls out along the slipstream and he's going to have the run and he's going to make it. But let's have a look back. Now it's Ryan's turn. Is he going to be brave on the brakes and have a look on the inside? Is Ryan going to have a look? He's not this time round.
And has just got through on Lorpy
as well. Big twitch! And I think it held Ryan up. Big twitch. Sorry for Jacob looking back from the Aston Martin. And that was a big one through turn 2. And that's just... really, I think Ryan will have had to stamp on the brake pedal, and that has just allowed single track to get away slightly there. But look at this side by side. That's Fire Rooster and Ryan. Is he going to have a look around the outside? He is. And Jacob going to squeeze him. Leaves just enough room. But then Uncle Sam's there. The Stars and Stripes. Is he going to have a look at the inside? He is.
Yeah, that was wow. I mean, there was a whole battle there going from 5th and 6th. They had a battle. Then you had everyone down behind just in a massive fight, but Uncle Sam is also right in there now. So
he's now got past Fire Rooster as well as he had broken himself just about. Fire Rooster gets back. He's ghosted. Uncle Sam's ghosted. Don't know why. Connection issue. Ryan's now gone past.
Here comes Monster as well.
Yep. Ryan's going to have a look at the Alpha Tauri. Oh, there's contact! Touch of contact! Gets away with it. Both shouldn't be any damage for Monster there. I think he just got caught out with the closing speed slightly under brakes. There's Charisma's DNF. Charisma has gone. Are we going to see another safety car? We do.
Oh, that's the first DNF though.
Yeah, we managed to get to lap 26.
Yeah, but Scratch, I think his day was just going downhill, sadly for him. He just could not get that race to go how he wanted. But Alex, 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Collision with Dumbest Hornet.
Let's have a quick look at those penalties, because I think the only penalties are... I mean, this is pretty good from everybody. The one that we saw with Stu, which I think the stewards will look at after that, and I'm sure Alex will have a look at that one, the stewards, to just double-check that one later on as well. Somebody in the pits, that'll be Confetti with a new wing.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got damage, this is the time to pit. The guys, I wouldn't be surprised to see people come in for softs here.
Ooh, that's a call. That's a call. Like Monster, 20 laps on those hard tyres. Can't feel good.
This has really worked out for Carl as well. It means you can come in, cheap pit stop, get those softs off, and put a new set on. Yeah. So Carl is in a good position now. Like, if a lot of people go for the alternative and decide to stay out.
Yeah. Now, what are the top guys going to do here? Are they going to...
Tom's in.
Yeah, there we go. Are they going to pit? Are they going to stay out? What's Fanny going to do? Oh, late call. He decides to do it as well. Anton's going to pit. Call me. Maybe he's going to pit. Floppy's going to pit. Tell you he's staying out, though.
Mr. Martin.
Yeah, certainly is. Who else is going? Everybody pitting at the moment. Soft tyres are plenty. And Uncle Sam's done 10 laps on the medium tyres. Yeah, he's got 5 laps left. There's a couple. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, let's go. You think, yeah, you'll go with the end, won't he?
There might be a new man that's officially the luckiest man on the planet. Gini came in the pits and he's come out just ahead of Martin, so he'll be allowed to go past the safety car.
Oh, wow, there they are on stream. Wow.
He came in the pits and literally was side by side with Martin. It allowed him to just stay ahead just about, so
brilliant.
Rob will be on the back of the pack.
Yeah, we certainly will, but we saw this early on with Monster, so we may have a couple of laps. We may get a 3-lap shootout. And this is the thing now. Now, single tracks, he's going to have to get the heat back in those hard tyres. Uncle Sam's going to have to do the same with the mediums, which do come in after about 3 or 4 corners at racing speed. The softs will come in straight away. Fanning, unfortunately, has got Dumbest Hornet in between him and Calvin, if he wants to stand a chance of keeping this championship alive. What March can do on the restart, and with Uncle Sam between him and Tom Brown and Calvin on those soft tyres, is he going to have, I say enough time, but probably, Martin probably is happy with as least laps racing as possible, you'd have to say.
Yeah, Martin would love this to stay out till lap 31, because then there'll be no DRS to come into play on the last lap.
That's
but
cool.
I think he really needs Uncle Sam to do him a favour here, because I feel like if Tom dispatches of him quickly, then it's going to become an issue for Martin, because Tom's going to have some unbelievable pace, as is Calvin.
Yeah.
So.
And then Calvin as well is going to be wanting to get past Tom. Tom's led most laps, racing laps especially, this race, and you know, it's been a very, very good race from Tom. And over the seasons, you'd have to say Tom was a very, very good qualifier and didn't seem to go his way in the race. And for him to be up there, it's every time I feel that Tom does well in a race, you kind of feel it's deserved. He's paid his dues. He's had his ups and downs, the luck that's not been there, and it's nice to see him up there.
Tom got better luck, he'd probably be a multi-time champion by now if he got better luck, because his pace is up there with the very best in MRC. It's just he has the moments of mistakes mixed with a bit of, you know, bad luck, and if he just irons all that out, he'll be... I dread to think where he could go, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly.
So... But Martin may have made the right call, because it's not the easiest track to overtake out here, is it? I think we've seen that well today. The straights, the pit straight's long, but the back straight, the second DRS, isn't really long enough to make an overtake all the time. Yeah. Especially with the new reconfigured turn 10. So,
I mean, we've seen 3 aside, best going into there. I think we're going to have possibly only one more lap behind the safety car, so we'll have 3-4 racing laps.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 racing laps. I've had to count out my fingers then.
Yeah, I mean, Tier 4, I've had to do that numerous times as well, don't worry. So,
yeah.
I mean, I still don't want to call who could win this because it could literally be anyone.
It could, you're right, it really could. And, you know, Martin's done well as well to get himself back up there, had that contact into turn 1 with Tom earlier in the race, and sent him sprawling round, but you know, to get himself back up there, chose to stay out on those hard tyres. You know, a couple laps under the safety car isn't going to hurt as long as he can just keep a bit of heat in them, just to keep them ticking over. You know, you don't want to let them get too cold, and then it's difficult to actually. Oh, who was that in the background? Who was that hit the wall? I hope that was a glitch, because I thought it was a Red Bull. I'm not sure, but that was a very strange one. I'm sure I saw it in the background.
Both Red Bulls have a full front wing, at least visibly, so...
Yeah, I thought it might have been Dumbest Horner, but maybe not. Rob has now got to the back of the pack as well, and I think he's been going obviously a lot quicker pace, so if he can keep the heat in those tyres, he's going to be at a bit more of an advantage come the safety car restart, as long as he hasn't put too much wear through them.
Yeah, I agree. The issue is, no one's really going to gain or lose out of penalties here because literally no one has one. So it is a straight fight to the end.
Yeah, and I know I'm sure Stoob and I can't remember who else had one.
Alex,
there you go. I'm sure we'll see them in the stewards room afterwards.
Yeah,
because they were a bit strange, those penalties, but there we are. We knew it was going to come. We're going to have 4 more racing laps. This is where Martin now becomes the third de facto safety car, the third man to lead the pack away and to get the restart going and allow the safety car to get as far ahead as it can. We saw the glitch that allowed Martin to get close on the last safety car restart that Tom suffered. Martin doesn't want to follow the same fate, but he's going to want to let that car get so
He needs to get
ahead.
Heat in those tyres though.
I know he does. When's he going to go? Is he going to try and go outside the last corner? He's got Uncle Sam pressing, but got a little bit of wheel spin, and he's got a little bit of the glitch, but he's okay, he gets to go, and he's managed to leave Uncle Sam napping, but he's got Tom Brown for company. Tom Brown with a very, very slippy Red Bull, trying to fight the sister team, AlphaTauri. Down at someone, is he going to have a look? Is he going to have a go? Is he going to have a look? And late on the brakes, he's not this time around. Calvin there for company, gets a little bit slidey. They left Dummett Hornet absolutely standing through there. But now I think Martin struggled through turn 1 and turn 2. That gap is now dropping, and Uncle Sam is closing on the Aston Martin, and Fanning now has got past Dumbest Hornet. That was necessary, absolutely necessary for Fanning to do so. 1.5 seconds though to catch Calvin, who was all over the back of Tom Brown. This top 4.
Tom's having a look.
Oh, he's having a look on the turn 8. Is he going to make it? He is.
Wow, what a move. That was incredible.
It really was. Is Calvin going to try and follow suit down into turn 10? He's not close enough this time on, but what is Tom going to do with single track? Are those tyres going to be able to warm themselves up and give just enough grip for the Aston Martin? We've got a yellow flag, sector 2 or 3, maybe a drive around. I think that's Alex has gone round. Yeah. Oh, we've got it. Now the whole field is in, and Alpha Aston Martin even sandwich.
Martin's going to be under so much pressure here from Tom.
He is, but Calvin's even closer. Instantly. Fanning has just absolutely tore that 1.5 second gap down. He's now on the back. Fanning with the fastest lap of the race. Clean air. Absolutely blitzed it. Now he is joining the back. But tell you what, that Aston Martin is pretty quick in a straight line. Let's have a look. We can see on the steering wheel the ERS levels. So let's have a quick look at the telemetry. And let's have a look. 56%. Tom Brown, 43%. 57% for Uncle Sam. Calvin, getting the he had plenty of more grip though, didn't he there? Try and have a go. This is crucial. Fanning's going to be absolute heart in his mouth. Calvin goes wide. He gets over the bumps. Is he going to have a look? Is Fanning close enough? He's not this time round. Decides against it. But look at this, Tom Brown now.
Fanning round the outside.
How did he make that out of this contact?
Oh, he's done it.
Managed to survive.
Wow, so, hold on, I need to work out this in my head now. No, Fanning still needs to gain at least two more positions. He needs to finish second, so we'll take this to the next race.
And it's still possible. 2 more laps left to go. Single track, just ahead of Tom. How's the exit out of the last corner? Single track trying to get down. Anton's retired now. But look at this, Tom Brown, right on the back. He got the good drive out of the last corner. This is going to be so close. Who's going to be using all of the US? Tom Brown saving it. Tom Brown saving it. Martin's now actually saving it as well. I tell you what, Martin's very, very quick in the straight line. That's going to really infuriate Tom. He's going to try to get it done somewhere else. A yellow flag for Alex Bounty. That's a very strange one. Andrew must have had contact. He's now in the pits. Let's get rid of these tyres. We don't need them. We know everybody's on, and to be honest, we've got 1 more lap after this, and I don't really care what tyres everybody's on, because I just want to see more of this. Calvin's gone back, and Fanny's gone round!
Oh, it's such a shame, but Calvin is looking like he could be back-to-back champion.
Yep, coming through. Oh no, single track's gone round as well! Uncle Sam got through Tom. I don't know if there was more contact. We had it earlier. There doesn't seem to be damage, but Tom now is behind Calvin. Uncle Sam, look at this. There's three abreast. Go with the bit, trying to get it involved. Go with the bit. Look at the inside now. They've both gone wide, and Calvin's gone back through.
How have we got 2-3 wide moments into turn 10 with no contact?
I don't know what's just happened.
But look at Uncle Sam's gap now. He is absolutely loving this. I think it's his tier 2 debut, but he's had a moment on the last hairpin.
He's using a lot of his more ERS. Calvin's not got much left at all. Fanning's now retired from the session.
Calvin's champion.
Oh my days! Calvin does not need to challenge to Uncle Sam. Big contact. Big contact. Single track's now back up into second. Tom Brown now third under pressure from Fire Rooster, who does have a bounty somewhere from somewhere. And look at this, he's trying to go around the outside. Tom's not having any of it, keeps the inside line.
Wow.
Fire Rooster's not done, he's going to have a look at the 5. He's not close enough. He's got 8 tenths, but look at this.
Shout out to Carl. Look at him in P6.
Where's he come from? Rob back up into 8.
Rob into 8. He was last at the start. Confetti, look at him. He's spun I don't know how many times as well before the last safety car. Wow.
But here we go. Martin manages to keep ahead of Tom Brown. His fibers are going to be close enough. Is he going to try and have a look? Is he going to have a look? Is he going to on the outside? Goes to the inside. He's not close enough. We're going to... well, I don't want to leave these, but I also want to see the lead across the line. He comes through the final. Chicane. Martin's took a second out of him, actually. But here we go. Uncle Sam has been up and down and round and round. The Stars and Stripes take victory in the Spanish Sun. And Single Track just holds on to second with Tom Brown in third. Womax now takes fourth because of penalties. Carl then takes fifth. Your new tier 2 champion, Calvin, takes sixth. Genie, what a recovery from him in 7th. Fire Rooster in 8th. Call Me Maybe is now in 9th. We had a really good race early on. I don't know what happened. Ryan takes a point in 10th. Confetti Craig, he was also up, down, and like a yo-yo. He is in 11th. Stu, unlucky for him, he had a really good opening to the race. He is 12th. Thomas Horner 13th. Floppy Loppy, Alex Edric, Rotterdam, and Monster, the 17 finishers. I thought it was quite calm and good racing and just, a little bit of action, and then the last 4 laps happened.
Yeah, that safety car, it was always going to mix it up, but I wouldn't even say people looked desperate. It was just genuine racing, and I think the mixture of tyres, colder tyres mixed with softer tyres and everything, it all just created a massive dramatic ending to that race. So... I'd be interested to know what happened with Martin's spin at the end, though, because that seemed to have caused a ripple effect behind it.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? It did. But there we are, folks. The AlphaTauri of Uncle Sam takes the victory after what can best be described as one heck of an opener for your Monday night entertainment.
Yeah.
What a race we've had there. Single Track does take second. He started from the back, Uncle Sam. I mean, that's a last to first challenge Kid Dynamite we're proud of.
Yeah, literally. But,
Tom Brown in third. Womack, as we mentioned before, 3 pit stops for him as well. Did really well to recover. Carl as well in fifth. Calvin, the new Tier 2 champion, the back-to-back champion, Tier 3 last season, and now Tier 2 champion, finishes in 6th. Genie in 7th. Fire was 8th. Call Me the Brave in 9th. And Ryan takes the last point in 10th. Wow.
Yeah, that was, I think, if I had to vote for a driver of the day there, you've obviously got Uncle Sam, who done a last to first, but I think Carl deserved a mention as well.
Yeah.
Like, when you look at the fact that he did more stops, I think, than anyone as well. That's some drive.
Yeah, Genie had 4 as well, so I think Rob is up there, I would say, with some of the votes.
Genie
Single Track as well had a very, very good race. Stayed out late on those tyres, had a few spins as well, so yeah, I think a lot of drivers, even if they finished outside of the points, such as Confetti, for example, I think they can still say what a good race that was, and be proud of themselves, I would have to say.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we saw some great racing there as well, like 2-3 wide moments into turn 10 is wow. You know, I think that's all there is to say wow to that.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? There was absolutely nothing else to say on that one. That was absolutely incredible, and what a race we have just had. Congratulations to Calvin, commiserations to Fanning. That was so unlucky. Had a great race himself, kept his nose clean, it just didn't work out for him in the end. Thank you, Connor, for joining me through all of that.
That was definitely something, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, so thank you for having me. It's rare that we get to share comms together these days, so...
I know, yeah, it is.
But you never know, it might be again soon.
Yeah, never know, exactly that. Thank you, everybody, for watching and joining us. Don't forget, in approximately, I would say maybe 10 minutes time, there may be a slight delay for Tier 1, but we'll be there very, very soon. And thank you all for watching. Don't forget, Tier 1 next, Tier 3 and 4 on Wednesday evening, and then we will go to the season finales for Tier 1 and 2 on Monday evening in Miami Beach. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you again soon. Good night.
Yeah, good night.